Hey, it's Eunice, and this is Nurtured to Nurture, where we allow ourselves to be nurtured so we can nurture our children, our teenagers, our young adults, and anyone in our authority. Because remember, we have to cultivate everything that God gives us. And like us, share us, send in your comments, they are all welcome. And you can also check us up on science.org. Today, I'm just so delighted because I'm so happy that I get to do this, that I get to share everyday experiences, everyday, stories with you so that it will encourage you in your own situations, that you will be able to find some peace in your life and in your relationships with your children. Do you know what? I'm so happy. I have two children. I have a young adult and I have a teenager. So actually, we are doing this together. We get to do this together all the way. Today, I just want to throw it out there that your child is a gift. Your child is a gift from God. And as a gift from God, your child is good. No argument. Your child is good. Because James 1:17 says that God only gives good and perfect gifts. Full stop. That's it. No argument. God only gives good and perfect gifts. So your child is good. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate that sometimes in the teenage years, things can be challenging and very difficult. So you might think that your child is not good. You might think that your child is stubborn. You might think that your child is disobedient. You might think that your child is defiant. But you know what? Your child is good. Sometimes I encounter some parents, and they come out to share with me their stories. They tell me their child is not good. And when I ask them, can you find one thing that is good in your child? And they sit there and they tell me they can't find anything. But today, if you are in that situation, I just want to encourage you. Do you know what? Maybe you got to allow yourself to be nurtured, to be able to nurture. What it is sometimes maybe you're looking at things in the wrong way. You're not looking at things from the right perspective. Look at things from a different angle. Today, I challenge you. Look at something from a different angle. Let me share this with you. Like I said, I have a young adult and I have a teenager. And my teenager, for example, wakes up every day. He gets himself ready. He takes two transports to school. He'll go on the bus and then he'll go on the train to school. And he wakes himself up. He has his own alarm that wakes him up when God gives him life in the morning. And then he sorts himself out, gets himself ready. Although I sort him with his breakfast sometimes to go with, or his school lunch sometimes to go with. But he does all these things by himself every day. He doesn't complain. He gets up and go to school every day. And you know what? I sit down and say to God, God, you are amazing. And I thank you. I appreciate that this is what is happening and that my child does this. And I say the same to my child. I appreciate him for the effort that he puts in to do that. You might be thinking, why are you doing that? This is just everyday thing. It might seem like an everyday thing, but you know what? There are people struggling in their homes with these things that you're calling everyday things. People struggle and they will do anything to get their teenagers out of bed, and they are struggling to do that. So if I am blessed, if I find myself in a position for my child to get up and wake up by himself to do all these kind of things, then I show that kind of appreciation. That brings joy and peace in my life and even in our relationships. My relationship with my teenager, absolutely. And when I go down my knees and I'm praying and I thank God and I say, thank you for giving me such a young man, such a good thing, such a responsible man who just wakes up in the morning and gets himself ready to go to school every day. That is something. And that is good. That is something that is good. And today I am encouraging you that if you're in a position where you feel like there's nothing good in your child, stop looking to or waiting to see something huge, something out of this planet that you might think that is not an everyday thing. It's not. It's beyond something big. Stop looking at those things. Maybe you have to look at things from a different angle. And as you do that, you begin to see the goodness in your child. You begin to see the goodness in your child in all those little everyday things. You begin to see it, and that will bring you some peace. That will bring you some peace, and it will even strengthen the relationship you have with your child and the way you actually look at things. And it will also give you things to be grateful for in life every day. So today, my message to you is your child is good. You just have to look at your child. You just have to look at your teenager from a different angle. God bless you for making a date with me. I said like us, share us, subscribe, and also you can find us on essence.org. God bless you. Always remember, love is patient, love is kind.